Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cosmic Crit. I am your game master, your podcaster, and your pandemic disaster warrior and watcher here on the podcast. My name is Patrick. Thanks for downloading us again this week and coming along with us on an audio adventure into the Starfinder universe. You know, we started this podcast and started our gaming group years ago as a means of escape from some of the pressures of real life. Almost 4 years ago, exactly. Looking at the news so far this year, and it really makes me fall in love with doing this show all over again. It's just nice to have a games table and like a fantasy world where we can escape to and just say, pronk you to reality for an hour or two every week. So thank you for listening and making us a part of your weekly routine and supporting us for years. And a very large thank you to all of our Crittermanders that are supporting us on Patreon and allowing us to keep doing this without worrying about a lot of other stuff. So while March Madness is canceled this year, our March Fan Submission Challenge is not. There's still time to get in your picks. For those of you who don't know, in the month of March, we took 32 of the Cosmic Crit crew's favorite playable Starfinder alien races and put them in a bracket and put them kind of head-to-head to determine who our favorites were. So fill out your prediction for the bracket by following the link in our show notes or visiting our website, cosmiccrit.com. Find out how. Whoever guesses mine and the players' favorites will get a gift card to Paizo.com or our podcast Spreadshirt merch store. And with the news that a lot of conventions, IRL, in real life conventions, are getting shut down over the next few months, I'm super excited to remind all of you that our online convention is 1 month from now. That's CritterCon 3, which is taking place online April 17th through the 19th. We're going to be playing a lot of Starfinder Society games online and raising money for a great charity, Doctors Without Borders. Now, it is an organization that is worldwide and is on the front line of all kinds of healthcare emergencies. Last year, it was helping to eradicate Ebola. And this year, it's combating COVID-19 all over the world. People, every dollar that we raise is going to be extremely well used. And, you know, while we do it, we're going to have a great time playing with fellow fans of the podcast. We're going to raffle off a whole bunch of boons and prizes all weekend long. So make sure to mark your calendars right now and join us in April. That's going to do it for this intro. Folks, stay safe out there and look out for your neighbors. Treat them like your squad mates. You know, watch their backs. Just like Midnight Squad's got to do if they want to make it through this episode alive. This is number 126, and we call this episode Reda Dead Redemption 2.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Get ready to fireball and sonic boom your enemies into submission in a no-holds-barred full-contact combat in the roadways. It's time for Cosmic Fighter 2 Turbo. My name is GM Bison, leader of a crime organization whose goal is to beat up a bunch of people all over the world and laugh at them on the continue screen. Joining me in roundhouse kicking and uppercutting the competition are my 5 friends. Your player 2's to my right. She's got a trick attack for you called juggling you with a whirlwind attack to your face. It's Rebecca rolling with Zinnia.
Hello.
Across from her, he's got a mistranslated dragon punch ready for the next bug that steps up to him. It's Drew delivering Echo 7.
Suskala.
To my right, this PC of sumo proportions is ready to butt shield slam his way to victory. It's Tyler dredging up to Basho.
I'm gonna Haku-ho your butt out of the ring.
Across from him, he's ready to summon a yoga flame attack. It's Strippert playing as Trest.
Hadouken.
And across the digital table, sometimes big KOs come in small packages. Why, it's Miles mixing it up with Sprouts.
Good evening, Patrick.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Not bad. Halfway through the word Hadouken, I forgot the word Hadouken.
We all noticed it. No one needed you to point that out, Bert.
I just wanted to explain what that was.
Hey, Ryu, how was your day? Oh, it's fine. Throw some Hadouks. It's cool.
Some Hadouks.
Toad's got some Hadouks out there. Some of my best Hadouks.
We're back into it this week. We're back to Starfinder, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we reached the halfway point in this AP volume. And you guys have all survived. Your PCs have all survived, and because of that, I now have a question for you, and that you can answer honestly. Are you happy with the choices you made for your characters? How are you enjoying the classes and the races you've picked now that they have indeed survived?
So far, so good.
Yeah,
I'm excited for episode 3. I mean, not episode. Oh gosh, level 3 to come, where things I think will really change. But so far, pretty good.
Excellent.
I'm pretty happy with my character and choices so far. I haven't had to squeeze in a hallway for once, so I'm really happy about that.
No, what's the opposite of a tiny person would difficultly climbing a desk,
climbing a stair or something?
Climbing a stair.
The thing is, I can climb on people, which has been a amazing addition, I think, for me as a tiny person.
Yeah, you'd have to be really, really strong to carry a small person like a knack or a bumfuzzle. But yeah, little tiny sprouts, just about a little over a foot tall or somewhere in there.
16 inches.
Put them in your backpack.
About the size of a Blue Yeti microphone.
Or a baby, if we want to get a more accurate description. Probably lighter than some babies. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying your characters, Echo, Drew, you gotta
leave it to the operatives to be extremely satisfied with what's going on.
Early levels, it's a lot of fun to be an operative.
I'm pretty happy. I need more of my soldiery stuff to kick in, and that's gonna just come with time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think my character is a little bit of a slow burn. So I mean, I'm loving it right now. Having a great time with it, but I mean, basically, I'm just sort of a generic NPC swinging a sword right now.
And every once in a while, you slap some HP back on someone.
Right, exactly.
Slap that HP back. Cool. All right, well, Tyler, you got something too?
The Solarian needs resolve badly.
Well, you get up another level and you gain some more, right?
I know. I'm going to be very happy about that. I did want to ask you a really quick question. Patrick, I can't remember if we talked about it or not. Did you, when you made that intro, did you know that my character is named after a sumo wrestler?
Yes, because I believe
did we say
that in our deep dive episode, and that's why I
couldn't remember.
Gave you E Honda as your...
That's right. Okay.
And also, you're the biggest character, so you get a Honda.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta get back into the action. We gotta return to Suskelin here in season 3. Before we do, though, we need Sprouts Marlowe to remind us what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
Every time I think I find my footing with this case, the rug gets pulled out from under me. After dealing with some poor SDF sap shooting at enemies who weren't there, mind games thanks to our buddies in the swarm, no doubt, I managed to convince my squad to check out SQ Penitentiary under the guise of rescuing any potential victims in the aftermath of the jailbreak after getting information from Raz. I still don't trust, so they wouldn't get left behind the evacuation. I don't like misleading my crew. They're good kids, but I gotta find my partner. I've seen junkyards in better shape than this prison. The outbreak did quite a number on him. We found the prison cell for Andia, the very android Briar was getting mixed up with, and if it hadn't been for Zinnia's quick hands, I'd been one sun-dried tomato courtesy of a crude booby trap. This Andia character is bad news. Left a little killbat surprise for us, but we made short work of it. Couldn't take no pleasure in it, though. As soon as we were through, found evidence that Briar's been marked for death. Briar, just what have you gotten yourself into?
Indeed. And this episode finds you all back on the road north again, and we see maybe a Sprouts Marlowe brooding in the back of the hardtop, thinking these very thoughts of the intro. Maybe looking over the clues that you all gathered last week It does indeed seems like Briar's has pulled something more than just a missing persons job, and had talked with Andia in the Scorpion prison after that Andia escaped, causing that riot. But yeah, the most disturbing thing that you found was Andia seems to harbor some ill feelings toward your partner, perhaps. You found her card, her business card, with the words "first to die" scribbled on it. If Andia escaped the prison, do you think she got off planet, Miles? Do you think Briar is gone already too?
I have to think so. I mean, if Briar has, I mean, this is just me thinking, not knowing. If Briar's not even there and has clearly moved on to whatever the next step of this case is, I would assume she got off planet, because this would have had to have happened before all of the craziness from the war caught up to the prison.
The meeting that you saw was indeed weeks ago. But yeah, the planet-wide evacuation was only a couple days now.
So she could have popped off planet for no other reason other than the case was taking her there.
Yeah, it's possible.
But I mean, Sprouse doesn't really know much about Andia. He doesn't know a lot about what Briar was getting into. So he's still trying to figure out what's what. I mean, he's like that typical hapless gumshoe who's in the middle of a case with no information whatsoever.
Yeah, and not a lot of options here as you have another mission.
Yeah,
and now that you're done with the legitimate side quest that you took your teammates on, you guys get back on the road from SQ Penitentiary. Zinnia driving you all towards the mountains in the far north. Nestled in the foothills of the Gyarados Mountains is the small town of Lynmari that consists of a few dozen buildings constructed adjacent to the headquarters of the Longship Agricultural Alliance, the LAA, a company that owns the surrounding farmland where Echo 7 you've worked the last couple of years. The main building, is a huge processing plant in like the center of town where automated trucks take shipments to Rio City for delivery around the planet, but also off planets, as there's a spaceport in Rios where that evacuation is going on. Drew, Echo 7 indeed knows the majority of people that live in Lynmari by sight, maybe. Some people that work for Longship. Most of the people in town work for the company. Others, in the service industry or employed tangentially by shops and restaurants and things. But yeah, a lot of people by sight, maybe vice versa. There's not a lot of other construct races working around here, so they probably know you better than everyone. But yeah, you never got to spend too much time with too many of them outside the farmers far to the east of here that you got to work with. And that was way back when the swarm first invaded, and there was a incursion into the farmlands to the north, where an armada of dredgers came through and attacked some farmers that you knew. What was Echo 7's life like here on this farmland?
Comfortable, relatively low key, easy. I wouldn't say easy because it's farm work, it's hard work, but he could kind of disappear into the infosphere and watch entertaining things while he was doing other mundane tasks, plowing, carrying stuff around, going to town to trade things. Just calm.
Was Echo 7 pulling a plow like a workhorse?
I imagine that it's more that he's in the seat driving the plow, but
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, maybe you worked on some of the automated machines, but it's all like a giant factory out there in the fields. And one of the reasons you were one of the star employees because you're just another cog in that massive agricultural machine. Right. So as you guys are driving through the outskirts of town, you do indeed hear another single laser blast, this one fired straight into the sky. And as you move towards the sound of the disturbance, you see a handful of townsfolk. They're gathered in front of the large boxy building that looks like indeed the food processing plant, blocking off the road here, so you'll have to slow to a crawl as you approach. The sign above a pair of metal double doors indeed reads the Longship Agricultural Alliance. The crowd seems fairly upset. Their anger and confusion directed towards a few humans at the top of a set of stairs leading into this large building. You see a human businesswoman standing in front of the doors, flanked by a couple of security officers wielding laser rifles, like larger azimuth laser rifles. She raises her hands in an attempt to quiet the townsfolk, and Echo 7, even from the vehicle, you can tell that this is one of your corporate handlers, a woman named Reda Cooper. What would you like to do as you guys are driving up?
Can I assess the situation? Does it look like there's agitation? Does it look like people are upset right now? Or
yeah, I mean they're looking like they're shouting. You can maybe hear some raised voices from afar.
And is she does she look like she's like egging them on, or does she look like she's trying to calm things down?
Yeah, she looks like she's trying to get their attention. This is what she looks like. Let me bring out the artwork for you guys. Bam.
She looks like a very tired Julie Louise Dreyfus.
She's sick of the
blonde hair
president's shenanigans.
I would have said Space Keistis.
Mm-hmm.
That suit is dope, though. I kind of want that suit.
Yeah, it's got a cool
the suit is
texture to it.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's wearing. It looks like very fine corporate clothing, whereas most of the people here in town are wearing, overalls, space suits, the basic flight suits and things like that are caked in snow and dirt.
And is she the one that's fired the gun?
Taking a look up from the crowd, you don't see a lot of weapons, but maybe one of these two security guards flanking her fired it, as it did seem like a larger laser blast.
I assume she's not wearing those heels in the snow, right?
No, she's not wearing a jacket. Looks like she maybe just stepped out of the processing plant. But yeah, as you guys slow down, Zinni, are you turning off the engine?
Yeah, we'll park somewhere out of the way.
Sure. Well, then you would be able to hear her pleas. She seems to be saying, "Friends, please, I understand your concerns, and so does Longship. Rest assured, we are here to help. Corporate has authorized a private evacuation for the citizens of Lynmari, and the ships will be arriving shortly. Just please return to your homes and make ready." A man with a full beard kind of steps forward from the crowd and says, "Private evacuation, but the regional governor, he told everyone to get down to Rio City. Well, why won't you let us leave here?" Reda thins smiling and says, "Mr. Gorse, the roads between here and Rios are very dangerous. Longship is merely looking out for all of its employees' safety. Now, please, everyone, disperse and make ready for the evacuation. I don't want to ask you a second time."
Can we sense motive on her speech?
Yeah. What are you guys doing here? You moving forward?
I know Devasha would be definitely interested in keeping the peace, just kind of like how he was when that one laboratory the bad guy was kind of causing a ruckus. This is kind of the same thing, and Devasha was a big presence, so I think he would want to get the lay of the situation and try to be helpful.
Well, a lot of the crowd, it does seem to be kind of like shouting at her. Some people, it seemed like you're getting like anger vibes. Maybe Trest is feeling like the psychic weight of fear coming from a lot of these people. You want to, roll sense motive on her?
Yeah, I didn't roll very well, though.
Sprouts also wants to roll motive.
I have a feeling Sprouts is a lot better at it than I am.
Mm-hmm.
No? Well, I mean, yes, he is.
I am, but not when I roll a 3.
Yeah, Echo 7 also wants to roll sense motive, but I have -1 to this, so...
Yeah, but you actually know her fairly well. So maybe I'll give you a little bonus there. What did you roll?
I got a 15 on that one.
A 16 on the dice. This seems odd for the Reda Cooper who was very business-like. She seems to be trying to play to their emotions and calming them down. But if you recall, this is the woman that you were speaking with in your flashback when you found out about the swarm invasion, episode 117. Drew, your corporate handler.
Perhaps I should intervene in the situation, take a lay of the land.
I will have your back if you need assistance.
That may be necessary.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Trust climbs out of the truck and flanks you as well. Is on the other side of your shoulder as Devasha.
So as you guys are moving through the crowd, some of them, a man steps forward and kind of claps you on the back, Devasha, right on your shoulder. Poldrun, you're like kiting there. I guess he has to reach up to do it. And just slaps you up there and does, well, thank goodness, military's here. Troopers, this corporate bigwig has stepped well beyond her bounds here, well beyond. She says she's protecting us by making sure we get on the long ship, the corporate evacuation ships. But, well, what if they don't come? And she's not letting any of us leave. They've locked down the fuel inside the processing plant here, and, well, we can't take our own vehicles and make our own way. Can you talk to her? Try and convince her to, we want to get off this planet ASAP.
I understand. We were not aware of any private evacuations being scheduled, but we are, quite frankly, not informed of a lot. We have been, I will say is we have been on the road. The roads are dangerous. The roads are treacherous. If what she says about these ships are true, it is what I would recommend. It is dangerous to make the trek.
The Newless has got out of here. The Newless has got a car and ran off in the middle of the night. You recognize the name, of course, as the couple that you saved.
We ran across that particular couple at a gas station. Their vehicle was overrun by dredgers. We barely managed to save their lives. Luck was in their favor, but that may not be true for everyone who tries to leave at this time.
The few people around you kind of like are, start the gossiping. It's like, what they say? They said the news. What? You guys, may not know specifically about private evacuations, but I mean, basically any spaceship that is able to reach orbit, the military is asking people to turn them over for evacuations, or to try and take as many people as possible, turn them into lifeboats, basically. The Newlesses mentioned that they had friends who had a starship, and they were trying to get to them, who were leaving tonight, so they couldn't wait.
Gotcha.
There are definitely military and government vehicles that are leaving out of Rios and taking people to larger ships in orbit. But besides that, it's basically everyone overboard, as it were. Get off the planet when you can. So what would you guys like to do? The crowd still seems pretty agitated here.
Echo wants to get to the boss lady here and talk to her directly.
Sure. So Echo can push through the crowd and maybe she's just busy, but as you step up in full SCF gear with a weapon, she just kind of her eyes gloss over you and continues looking out against all the people out here. What do you want to say to her?
I understand there is some commotion here. I wonder if we could chat.
Oh, why, of course. Well, the Longship Agricultural Alliance is working in close conjunction with the SDF and the regional government to get everyone here to safety, soldiers. I would appreciate if you all refrain from interfering in corporate business, but as I said, I am doing my best for my employees right now.
I'm sorry, what's her name again?
Reda Cooper, Reda.
Like Rita Skeeter from Harry Potter. Except, actually, no, they're probably both as mean. Yeah.
You're mean. I'm trying to save people's lives, Tyler. Oh, my God.
Would Echo have known her well enough to be on a first-name basis with her?
I think it was a boss employee kind of situation, but you might have called her Rita.
Could I sense motive on the statement that they're working closely with the SDF?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Roll me sense motives.
14.
Yeah, I mean, you don't detect any falsities or any trepidation in her voice when she says that. You do know that, like I said, the SDF has contacted just about every single civilian and even corporate agencies that have vehicles to try and use as lifeboats, get people out of Rio City and things. But what is happening here, just to recap, is from what the townsfolk are telling you, they are not allowing the citizens here the option of getting to Rio City. They said you have to wait for private evacuation. And that is what the Newlises said in a couple episodes ago, is they had to sneak out of town and they had to stop at that rest stop to try and get gas, try to get petrol, and that's when they were attacked. They probably would have been fine on the road if they had been able to make it the entire 160 miles or so.
So what ships is she claiming are coming? Are they owned by the LAA or? Yeah.
Like giant corporate ships.
Do we kind of know or understand what the corporate or kind of what would the ramifications be if all of us as SDF were just like, no, you should all leave, like don't listen to her, make your own decision?
I mean, they can't really, because there's no fuel. Taking a look around now that you guys have come and there's like a larger commotion, people will start coming out of buildings. There's a lot. There's more than that you could carry, of course, in your hard top.
Jabert, does Trest have summon fuel as a mystic level 1 spell?
Didn't pick that one up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
real waste of that, whatever that other spell is you took. What is this mystic cure? That's some bunk.
Miss Cooper, perhaps Miss Cooper, perhaps you do not recognize me the way that I am dressed, but I have worked for you for a number of years, and I am not here to make the situation more tenuous. I am just here to ask questions and make sure that you are taking care of these people.
Echo 7, is that you?
Affirmative.
Well, you're with the SDF, of course. You tendered your resignation months ago. Where are you coming from?
We are coming from the south.
From Rios.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell these people what you encountered along the road? Did you see any swarm? I heard that they have flyers that are attacking vehicles fleeing amongst the highways, and I've seen the burnt out wrecks with my own eyes. Why don't you tell them what you saw?
Let us not do or say anything to make this situation worse for all involved. I know what I have seen, I know the things that we have been through, but I need your assurance that these ships are coming, that these ships are on schedule and will arrive soon.
Of course they will. I'm here. If they weren't coming, then I would be the first to leave, obviously. Echo 7. I don't know what you're trying to insinuate here, but that is the kind of panic. Leans down to shout whisper at you.
Definitely want to sense motive on that statement.
I think while they're chatting, maybe Devasha will try to ease the crowd a little bit, because I'm sure they're becoming uneasy as they continue to sidebar.
Oh yeah, please do first make me sense motive Drew, as maybe this seems a little bit more like the Reda that you know. She's a fairly high-strung character.
It's a 17.
Yeah, you can tell something is up. She seems like, even, I don't know, she was very business-like, very cool-headed in the years that you've known her. Maybe it's just the war. You haven't really worked for her during the invasion, but other people are like pelting her with questions, and you just see her like kind of twinge, crack her neck, and she's just like, that's it. Just don't let anyone in the building. Make them wait. And she retreats back inside, and you see, her like tap a card to the gate, and then like open up one of these huge double doors. Devasho trying to calm folks down out here, because after Echo 7 goes up and talk, and then she leaves, people are just like, wow, what's happening? Wow. And then people are like literally pawing at you all and pelting answers your way.
Okay.
So no pressure here.
Wait, they're pelting answers my way? Perfect. I'm good.
Questions.
I'm as confused.
Questions.
Those are way worse. Those are way worse.
Requiring answers from you.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, hands off the merchandise.
Okay.
Are you gonna do diplomacy?
Yeah, I mean, my intimidate's higher, but I feel like that's a bad idea at this point.
Hey,
I was
you
gonna
guys
say
have been-
we can.
You guys have been rolling on intimidate.
Yeah, we can good cop, bad cop if you want to. I've got a little bit of intimidate, but
Yeah. My diplomacy is 6. My intimidate's 10, but I feel like Sprout should be involved in this somehow. I don't know if we want to try to assist each other and do kind of
Sprout starts shooting in the air. Get out of here! See?
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do like a group intimidate to like, this is
We
gone
can
from, or
try.
if we want to try to group diplomacy. I mean, I guess that's, I don't know how Trest and Sprouts would feel. I think Devasha's his first impulse would be to try and calm everybody down. So I think he would start with diplomacy, but I mean, maybe if I fail diplomacy, you guys can come back with the bad cop. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think
fine.
so, because right now Sprouts is still occupied with he's trying to still suss out what's going on with Briar, so he's kind of half paying attention. Like he understands something's
Sure.
going on, but it's not really a big deal to him yet. So if he kind of susses out that there could be a problem, he's probably going to snap.
This sounds Sprouts right now sounds like Miles in season 1. Half paying attention, ready to quit the podcast at any moment.
Well,
Okay.
no, because I mean, like I said, he's deep in thought about Briar. He's trying to kind of work every angle in his head while this drama that really doesn't involve him at the moment plays out.
It's another group of civilians getting all riled up. Like you've seen this show before. It doesn't end well.
Yeah,
usually.
so he's kind of letting. I mean, he's not a captain, so he's kind of letting the rest of his crew kind of take the lead on this. So if your diplomacy fails, he might just be like, he might snap and be like, "Hey!"
What's Devasha gonna say here?
Oh, that's a great question. Can I roll first to determine what he might say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please let it be a rendition of "You're the Inspiration" by Chicago.
I'll do my best. Okay, I rolled a 16 and I have a
Start singing.
+6 to diplomacy, so that's a 22.
All right, so I'll tell you beforehand that will be a success. So with that in mind, what does Devasha say?
So I think Devasha would maybe as he sees Rita kind of remove herself, maybe walk up and take her place and say,
Everybody, listen. We have my team just successfully helped with the evacuation of Fort Gallant, where we fended off several swarm fighters from our convoy to get some civilians to an evacuation point. We have yet to fail in getting people to safety so that they can get off planet and reunite with their families. I promise. Put your faith in us, and I will make sure that you all get out of this town. I understand your impatience, but please trust me, and I will make sure that we all get out of this alive. Be patient and put your faith in the SDF and in my friends.
There's that like lighthearted clapping at the end, like you get a little round of applause, like yeah, SDF, woo, we support the troops. But you can tell people are still, they're still angry, they're still scared, but they are very willing to listen to the giant bug and the other people that have guns that have walked into the center of town. So if you guys are supporting Devasho in this, they're willing to disperse. A few of them, including this Mr. Gorse character, comes up to you and maybe has some questions. But that is a success.
Okay. Zinnia is going to stand kind of on the sidelines next to the car, and she's going to be on her data pad trying to draw up some graphs to calculate what the likelihood that these promised ships are actually going to show up might be. Like, do we know where they're coming from? Where they're, like, how long it might take to get here?
I mean, if they're
going to suss out how truthful this promise is.
If they're coming from Rios, they would be here in like an hour. If they're coming from off planet, maybe they're coming from orbit or coming from Ultranius or one of the other places in this system. That could be a matter of days. So if indeed they sent out the ships when the evacuation was called for the day before, they're still could be like another day or so for them to show up. You don't really have that information, but depending on where they're coming from, it is possible that they would not be here a day and a half after the evacuation was called for.
I think after we get people dispersed, Devasha would maybe spin around to Echo and say,
I do not know how you are associated with that woman, but I think it important that we speak to her in private. She obviously is holding back, and if we are to help these people, we need to know the whole story, but she will probably only tell us in private.
Agreed. I have been trying to think of a way to get past the door. There is a keycard lock. I do not know if I can open it on my own.
I mean, there are a couple of guards stationed outside, and most of the crowd has dispersed after a little bit. Mr. Gorse has some questions for you, about the roads and things like that. And
they're bad.
And well, yes, you specifically, Devasha is like, well, if you go are rolling back out of here, can you provide us support, provide us cover, get us down to Rio City? I mean, it's only a few hours from here.
we still have to complete our mission first, right?
Yeah.
We, unfortunately, have a mission that will take us away from this town. I do not know when we will be able to return, and it is possible that our mission will fail and we will die. You can sadly not rely on our escort.
I don't care what Miss Cooper says. I want that fuel. I want that fuel, and I want to take care of my own. The Newelses got out of here last night, like I said, and I'm willing to bet my family's life on getting to one of the ships in Rio City, as opposed to waiting for another ship that might never come. Maybe I already got shot down.
What's your name, sir?
Mr. Gore. I'm Bill Gorse.
Bill, I spent several years working these farms. I care about this place and these people. Look at the markings on the vehicle that we arrived in. These roads are treacherous. If there is any chance that these ships are coming, you will want to be on them. Trust me when I say you do not want to get on the roads without proper preparations. Let us do our job in making sure that you are safe. Please let us go.
All right. He walks away dejected. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do next?
Let's get in there. Let's get in that.
I think Devasha might head over to where Zinnia and Sprouts are. Explain that we need to talk to Reda. Definitely going to meet Sprouts. And
oh my goodness,
if they wouldn't be willing, that was. Yeah, let's everybody pop our knuckles let's everybody pop knuckles into the mic.
It was an intimidate move, but you can see it on the camera.
I'm very intimidated. Well, no, I heard him crack. So yeah, you guys, do you want to talk to these guards out front?
Yeah, I don't happen to recognize these guards, do I?
No, not really. They're not often armed and like sitting in front of the building. Maybe you saw them just like walking around the facility once or twice, but they're in kind of like the same corporate armor that you've seen tons of LAA security wearing. You guys all kind of walking up to the doors, or are you
yeah, I'll approach the guards. I'll approach the guards and sort of like give them some acknowledgement and sort of stand at the door as though I expect them to open it for me.
Yeah, they kind of look at each other as they see 5 SDF soldiers. Yeah. I guess 4 SDF soldiers walking up and one of them riding up on someone's shoulders.
Do you know how to do math? What is 5 minus 2?
What does that? What does that mean?
Are you just threatening to kill them right out of the gate? Like from the word hello, you're just like,
wait. But wouldn't that be 7 minus 2, not 5 minus 2? Like, are you suggesting two of us are gonna die?
Yeah, I don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, what's the math here? Pick 2 together.
Yeah, Drew, can you do math?
I think it's 5 minus 2 means we have you outnumbered by 3, meaning we will kill you. I think that's what he was going for. But
I see.
Sometimes
is there a skill of confusion or
sometimes when I am nervous, I cannot subtract.
For some reason, though, the author of this AP made these CR10 guards. I don't know.
God.
Oh, no. What's 10 minus 2, Drew?
Hey, let's try this again,
10.
but maybe someone can ask the guards, politely if we can speak to Rita.
They're not dumb. They see you guys walking up, and one of them, just like kind of holding onto his rifle, puts a hand up and says, "Yeah, sorry guys, we can't let you in without her permission. Feel free to leave a message on comms, but she says she doesn't want anyone else in there for security reasons."
I'll look at the guard who just spoke and say, "You seem like you are good at your job, and I appreciate that. How good do you think you'll be at your job once those civilians are all worked up and afraid and they don't go back to their barracks? Really think about that. Well, we need to talk to this Reda."
I mean, I respect what you all are doing here. If you can talk to the folk around here and get them to quiet down. I mean, listen, me and my partner here, we're not happy about it either. We just got our jobs to do. If Mrs. Cooper says, wait until corporate arrives, we wait. But still, I mean, the pressure is obviously getting to her since the evacuation call yesterday. She's just been acting all kinds of off.
Yes, she has been acting all kinds of off that is unlike any time I have ever seen her. I need to speak to her to make sure that everything she says is true, that these ships are coming for the sake of you and all of these other people. Now let us pass.
Diplomacy.
Did you say you used to work for LAA?
I spent several years working these fields with my own hands.
Well, do indeed make a diplomacy check, Drew.
Or intimidate, I guess. You guys are kind of going down the intimidation road.
Well, the problem is I got +1 diplomacy, I got +5 intimidate, so
I mean, I'm down to roll whatever you guys want. Devasho can just stand in the background looking big.
I can try diplomacy, just
yeah, I mean, I was
rolls.
thinking intimidate, like if they're not going to open the doors for me, it's like
I will give you a bonus on diplomacy if you want to try that tact first. It's always better to lead with that honey.
Mm-hmm.
Honey.
A little more carrot, a little less stick.
Yeah, Drew, I will try to assist you here. Devasho will put on his pearly whites.
That's a 13.
All right, I'll help out too. No, I won't.
Mm-hmm.
I will. So that's a +2 to you, Drew.
So it's a 15.
So with the bonus here, they're looking at each other and they just tighten up on their rifles and says, "No, guys, we can't let you in. I mean, we're liable to lose our job as soon as we get off planet if we're let anybody in that doesn't have her permission. Like I said, can you just give her a call?"
What jobs will you have if the swarm arrives and the ships don't?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just patch through a call to her office right now while I'm standing outside. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'll just call her right now.
See, my friend here, he's calling her. She said to let us in. Now move.
1-800-555.
Call Longship Agricultural Alliance for your questions, comments, and concerns about our products. You indeed get like no signal first, and then you get like an answering machine, and then it like cuts out the comms here in Lynmari don't seem to be working very well.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that behind you?
It's the door.
The old Drew fallback.
The door you're trying to get through that we're guarding extremely well.
I mean, I don't know. What are you thinking, fam? I mean, we could try one more on the intimidation side. Otherwise,
I could try a bluff.
I mean, look, we've all done sense motive, and all of us believe she's telling the truth. So I think they've got this under control. Let's go get back in the car and keep going.
Hey, wait. Can I
Everyone thinks... I'm sorry. Everyone thinks she's telling the truth, maybe except for Echo 7, who, as long as you've known Reda, you can tell if she is telling the truth or not, but she just doesn't seem well. She seemed off, like one of the guards said. Your video chats you've had, over the last year or so while you work for the corporation were usually pretty clinical, numbers and crop yields and things like that. She wouldn't mention her feelings, so seeing her like stressing out and trying to like empathize with people is probably the weirdest thing about this entire interaction. Echo 7, you also know that there is probably like other means of entry into this building besides the main front doors. it is a huge processing plant. So at the very least, they have places where the trucks are loaded in, things like that.
I say let's go.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe Xenia doesn't have a lot of motivation to do so, but that's what I was going to ask is if
You're
I
just
can
going to
stealth
fly on
and-
top.
I mean, fly into another entry point into the place.
Fly into a window, fly up to the roof, and get
Yeah.
the roof access.
Yeah, dead of winter, they just got the roof window flying open.
No, I've got engineering skill too, so I can figure out a way to break in if I need to.
Sure. So you-
Can I?
Mhm.
I was to ask if I can roll bluff
to do what with these guys?
to make up a reason to get inside.
I would normally shut this down, but I want to hear what you have to make up. So yes, please do.
That's a 20.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what does Sprout say?
So, because of all of his years in dealing with bluffing his way through things, he has a variety of fake cards in his wallet. And so he has one for an inspection service.
Gotta imagine they're super teeny an inspection service.
And he's
Surprise inspection when you least expect it during an evacuation.
Shut up! I want to hear Miles say this.
He opens his coat and pulls out this poster-sized business card.
So he goes, I didn't have to pull rank on you guys, but I was contacted a few days ago for a secret inspection. She had me doing some business over at SQ, and I have to get this information to her immediately.
Is your little plant friend okay? We obviously know you don't work here or have any business here, nor was there anyone that could contact you about coming in this direction. That is one of the worst lies. I've rolled an 18 and a 16 on their sense motive, by the way.
Oh, man.
They just shut you out and say, it's time to leave, guys. If you're not going to help the
Okay.
situation,
All right,
hit the
we'll just shoot him.
bricks.
No,
Animation
let's,
for all time.
let's not do that. Let's maybe back off and rediscuss the multiple points of entry method.
It does indeed seem like there would be more points of,
Wait,
of
can't-
interest.
Can't they just
Well-
chuck me into a window?
No. All right, so wild sprouts.
Let's try that. I like Miles' ideas tonight. Let's have someone throw you into an unbreakable window.
All right, I'll roll a strength check. Here we go.
I just want to hear I want that sound effect, that plonk.
No,
With that little like
Devasho-
Windex, like that little like Windex, like squeeze.
Rebecca, what was your
So while Sprouts is spinning this yarn very poorly, she's going to take that opportunity while the guards are somewhat distracted by a crazy tale, and try to find another point of entry into wherever this lady is.
Yeah, there are several like large bays where it looks like, like combines and things like come and bring truckloads of vegetables, materials, things like that to be processed. And you find a service store that is obviously locked, has like a scanner on it and like a key card.
Okay, can I break in?
Yeah, do you want to wait for everyone to show up here?
Yeah, I'd like at least somebody else to be with me. Someone who is good at talking to people, because I am not that. I'm good at a lot of things, but not that.
Well, your
Why
long
do-
range comm units don't work, but your short range comms work, so you can just call everyone back with your armor's comms.
Okay, yeah. Hey guys, I found another place we can maybe get in. Come find me.
Come find you. How about directions? But think of that in Devasho's voice.
Go west and then turn left and then turn right. It's very easy.
Okay.
I'm lost now.
It's not an MC Escher building. It's like a box processing plant. Just walk one direction or the other.
I have been here 2,700 times. Follow me.
This building has 97 sides.
Devasho's like, wait, I found myself back at the prison. How did this happen?
It's like a Taurus that like closes in on stuff. Yeah, as you all walk back there, indeed, as Echo 7 walks in front of this door, maybe as you get up there, Xenia, it scans you and then like nothing happens. But when Echo 7 walks up, there's a quick laser bath and the door chimes and an electronic voice says, "Employee designate Echo 7 Romeo 64953. You are clear for entry." And it opens up.
Guess I couldn't purge the records after after the war started.
It really lacks security here.
Why didn't that work on the other door?
That seemed to be just a completely different style. That's like the front-facing entrance, where it's just like the workers' entrance.
Well, that was a gimme.
Do it.
Can we make sure that there's not anything additional kind of blocking the way, traps or anything?
Oh,
This is a farm warehouse. I don't.
Yeah, it's a worker warehouse.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, better safe than sorry. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I
Echo.
walk in. I walk inside.
Make me a reflex save, Tress. Not okay.
do you guys want Devasho to even come with you, because he's huge, and I don't know if you're gonna if you guys need to sneak around. Like, if this is a situation where we think we might need to sneak around, he's probably better just hanging out outside.
Well, that's a good question. It is. It's a massive building. And it does seem like there are multiple levels in parts of it here. But are you trying to sneak around? Do you want to like announce yourself as you come through, or what's your plan here?
I feel like we need to sneak around to a point just to be quiet in case there are any guards inside the facility. Based on what we have seen, that doesn't necessarily seem like the case.
Yeah, I don't particularly plan on being stealthy.
But and this is Drew talking, not Echo 7 talking. I think what we need to do is maybe look through some of the offices before we get to her to find out.
Well, I should say, Drew, Echo 7 knows Lynmari is like a town of thousands, and it seems like less than 100 people are still here. So, like, over the course of the war, it has, people have left, people have quit, people have joined the SCF, like yourself. So it does seem kind of like a ghost town. And as you get inside, it is normally during the cold months is when this processing center would be like working all the time, doing kind of like backlog of what has been harvested, but it's all shut down as you walk in here. It's just completely silent, obviously, as there's just not enough people to work some of these machines.
This is sad.
So what's your guys' plans coming in here? Do you want to try to be sneaky? Do you want to try and look around first?
Yeah, let's look around just to see.
Then Devasha will just wait outside for your guys' signal.
Zenny will go first because I'm super stealthy.
Door propped open, Devasho.
Yeah, he'll put the moat in between the door and the frame so that it holds it open.
If you guys do want to just quietly sneak through, it is, like I said, deathly quiet in here. So you probably hear a pin drop. So let's drop them pins and roll some stealth checks. I can't wait to see these two operative stealth checks. Oh my.
Is it dim or dark in here, by the way?
There's a good deal of light, actually. But
I not roll?
let's see.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we need sprouts. Zinnia, what did you roll?
I got a 31.
Now, I don't think the camouflage membrane will work here inside the building, but
That's
boy,
okay.
oh boy. Yeah, 31 will probably do it for you. You are, as the night, clinging to the shadows, moving from piece of machinery to box crates here, where it's behind you. Echo 7 and Tress are just clank, clank, clank. Weapons and armors kind of scraping against things as you guys go. Devasho outside, still somehow being loud. You can still hear him through the door.
You just
I'm not moving! I'm not doing anything!
you just hear him heavy breathing.
You're singing Chicago's Inspiration.
I'm just imagining what would have happened if you had rolled.
He's just out there talking to himself. I wonder what they're doing inside.
Yeah, he's doing some loud monologue.
Modi, it's times like this.
What are you guys? What's your marching order here? The four of you that are walking inside.
I guess Zinnia is leading the charge.
Zinnia, as the stealthiest, needs to go first. But then Echo will go behind her because he knows the layout of the place better and just has more to lose here.
Echo's my ride, so.
Trest bringing up the rear. How much space are you leaving between you folks?
5 foot square, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
An empty 5 foot square.
Yeah.
Right. So it is not too far into the processing facility. You kind of turn a corner where there's just tons of boxes of what looks like already processed and ready for shipment food products, bricks of wheat and tofu. You find an unconscious Reda Cooper just lying on the ground, like kind of strung over a couple of these boxes, kind of convulsing on the floor. Looks like her jacket and blouse are smeared with this just goop, this green goo running out of every orifice in her head, and her eyes are like rolled back in her head, and she seems to be like lucid for a moment and then like convulsing, losing consciousness. What do you guys want to do?
Can I see anything in the room?
Make me a perception check.
Can we all make perception?
Sure.
It's a 16 from Zinnia.
18 from Sprouts.
9 from Echo 7. I've inherited Tyler's bad rolls, so.
23.
Someone had to roll them, Drew. Calm down. Someone had to take them up. So you don't see anything here but her, and she seems to be in some pretty major distress.
I'm gonna run up and sort of start like checking her vitals and stuff.
As that happens, obviously, we have more friends here. Don't worry about that. I might have just rolled a random 19 after you guys all rolled your perception checks, but we're doing fine here. Let's just roll another. Ooh, hey, there's a good one for you. I rolled another just random 1 on a dice, and it is as you guys are almost moving towards Reda Cooper that something whips out from the edge of one of these boxes, and it seems to almost engulf Echo 7's leg, trying to like drag it back. Drag Drew, your character back. I have rolled a natural 1 though on an attack roll. And this is a CR above your guys' level, so I'm gonna take my critical bump.
Yeah, baby!
How often does this happen? This
This is the first time, right?
First time this season.
is indeed a surprise round. So just the standard action.
Is this the first time you've had to draw a failure card, period?
For Patrick. This is the first time for Patrick.
Yeah, for me for sure. That has a kick.
For this
Period.
season. He did them last season for some
Did he?
reason.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah,
I hope.
this
I
one
can't remember.
unfortunately doesn't affect this creature. As that has a kick, it takes 1d4 bludgeoning damage per your weapon's item level. It doesn't have a weapon, so nothing happens here. But it's a bad start for this creature as you look down, Drew, and see what looks like a giant Jello mold of indeed goop, greenish goo. That seems to have like a maw and is trying to, if not attach itself to you, definitely get a good piece of you. We are in combat. We are in initiative turn order. Why'd you guys make me some initiative rolls?
Do we have tokens?
On the left side of the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, social encounter. I'm 10 miles away.
Oh, yeah. Tyler stayed outside.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, nice rolls though. These are hot.
Oh,
Man, it's not every day that Zinnia ends up like last in turn order.
Oh my god, what did you get, Zinnia?
I got an 11 overall. I rolled a 6.
Ooh. I'm going to drop this in our Discord art because for some reason I didn't have this set up. This is what you see down at your feet, Echo 7.
You put in a podcast of. Oh no, that's a body snatch. I shouldn't say it.
Calm down, Tyler. You're not even there.
I'm so sorry.
I hate you, Tyler, and your encyclopedic knowledge of this game.
It's kind of cute. I don't know. I know it's not going to be cute, but it's kind of cute.
It's not cute. I think Jason Keeley wrote this monster.
We have a new pet, everybody. We found season 3's pet.
Why don't you describe what you're seeing here?
Imagine
Slimer
if a Skittermander was made of boogers.
A boogerman.
Boogeymander, yeah.
Or for the British, a bogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like slug-like. This one indeed seems to be forming, like a cavity that could be described as a mouth. But yeah, it was indeed coming at an Echo 7, but natural 1's gonna natural 1. And we are in Inish turn order. We're going to do this little theater of the mind. First up is Sprouts Marlowe with a 22 on initiative. Miles, you see this thing going after your buddy Echo 7. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna fire at it. Am I not seeing a map or?
Oh no, theater of the mind means we're doing this in our mind.
All right, so he's gonna take a shot atop of old Echo.
Yeah, you're just shooting like straight down at this thing. Now it is within 5 feet, so this could provoke. But you're making this obviously the target of your.
Yeah, he's the target, so I don't provoke for nothing.
So you can just shoot right next to this thing. Is that right?
I believe so.
Oof. CR 6 or lower, which is great, but the attack is 8 on the dice.
Oh no, natural 3. That is going to be a miss, sadly.
Can we check that ability real quick? Like,
I was about to say,
I think it might just be the movement that doesn't provoke.
Yeah, that's what it says. Your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity from that target.
The shots do.
Right, yeah. So he can. But I mean, he can like move away and.
He could move away and take a shot. He's just got to hop down.
Yeah, leave Echo 7 to his fate here and move back. And well, actually, it's Echo 7's turn, so maybe you will live. Drew, what do you want to do?
I want to take a guarded step. Can I pull out a weapon while I'm taking a guarded step?
No. This is that's a special movement. Unfortunately, if you want to move, do a full move and take out your weapon, you can at the same time and still make a standard action. But the guard step is just a full move action.
I'll do that then. I'll risk provoking to move back and pull out my weapon.
Okay. All right. So still got the attack of opportunity. It's called try. Second try against an Echo 7. Oh yeah, here we go. 18 on the dice. That's a little bit better. It does slam its gooey side, like just taking its entire head and smashing into Echo 7. Roll some damage here. It's not a lot. It's 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel maybe a crinkle in your chassis. But this thing has grabbed you, and you are indeed grappled right now, as per the condition.
All right, let's look up the grappled condition.
Oh, it's been so long, guys.
Oh, it's so good.
We've had a lot of attach where you can move around and have a good time.
All right, and I would strongly recommend the Paizo condition cards because these make it really easy to track these.
Just throwing them on your desk.
Yeah, can't move, -2 penalty to AC, attack rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, dexterity-based skills, and ability checks, except those made to grapple your opponent or to escape a grapple.
Right, so that happens on your move. You still, that stops your movement because it happens right before. I will say you can have taken out your weapon if you want. So you are free to take a standard action if you want to try and fight this thing off. You can. If you want to try and shoot it, you can.
What do I need to do to escape the grapple?
So it's a little difficult in Starfinder land. To escape it, it is indeed an opposed roll. That's good.
Yeah, you either need to roll like a grapple check, essentially a combat maneuver to take control, or an escape artist check to get out of it. Either way, gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah, escape is indeed acrobatics. So that's you trying to piece out. I
Probably your
believe,
best.
take over the grapple. You have to basically hit its KAC +8.
So I get a -2 to this because it's a dexterity-based check, right?
Yeah.
Shooting?
No, to try to escape.
Yeah.
No, you don't take the penalty to.
Oh, to escape. That's right. It says that right
to
there.
escape.
Oh no! If you're doing acrobatics, no. So is that what you want to try?
Yeah, I want to try this.
All right.
I can see Tyler mad at me.
No, I'm not mad at you. I just hope you roll real high.
Yeah, this one.
I need to see
hard
like
too.
an 18, 19. I need to see like them numbers.
Just want to see.
I mean, it might be your best idea. It might be your best.
Oh,
What'd you get?
Come on. Well, I rolled a 7 on the die, but I have a +8, so that's a 15.
That is not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're trying to like scrape this thing off, and like every time you do, you get like a hand underneath it, and just kind of like whoop, scoops right up over your escape attempt. That's gonna do it for an Echo 7. He's got It does indeed look like a brain slug from Futurama. We were talking about Futurama before we started recording. Everything is a Futurama reference. Hey, Devasho's outside.
I think that today was supposed to be Yavra's martial arts tournament. I wonder if it was cancelled because of the evacuation.
Are you just outside, like, doing, like, high kicks? Like, yeah!
Yeah, she has been training very hard. I hope that they've at least rescheduled it off planet. If she does well enough, they might give her her next rank.
Devasho can indeed hear over open comms. I imagine you guys might have left some shouting and perhaps a laser blast that has gone askew here. So do you think, Tyler, that you might be running into the fight?
I mean, if you say I can hear it, then yes.
Yeah. I mean, they're not too far away, and if you are booking it, you're going to get there in a couple of turns. You know.
All right, you let me know when I'm there. I'm going to arrive with the shield out. So
good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Trest, we are on to your turn, Jabert.
I'm pulling out the sword and I'm slicing that thing in twain.
All right, moving right up next to it. It does seem preoccupied with your good pal Echo 7 right now.
It does. I forget. When you grapple somebody, do you also get the grappled condition? So is it taking an AC penalty?
Not in Starfinder, no.
Not in this one?
No.
Alrighty.
It's not getting any bonuses by being attached to Echo 7 unless someone was trying to like shoot through Echo 7, but you can move right up next to it and have an unobstructed slice, try and slice it right off your buddy's back here.
Attack is 19.
Against KAC, that's a hit.
Oh, yeah. For 8 points of slashing. Just like,
ooh, yeah. All right. So you chop right through this thing, maybe through what looks like almost a leg-like or tentacle-like appendage on its bottom half, and it just splorts onto the ground. But it is still the rest of it grabbing at your construct buddy. And finally, in the turn order, Zinnia, Rebecca.
All right, can I identify this creature?
Oh, well, you can certainly attempt to. This will be, oh boy. Oh, actually, I have to look this up. Life science, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. Life science check. Oh, no, you're very good at those.
Good.
Oh, no.
All right, that's a 23, and it's a -5 to the DC if it's in a biology, which I'm guessing this is.
It's a weird one. This indeed, as Tyler almost blurted out, is a body snatcher slime. And
doesn't sound good.
You could probably guess what it does from just its name, but with that roll, you'll be able to tell a couple things about it. What would you like to know?
Okay, well, I'm guessing we already know at least one of its special attacks. What are its special attacks?
A special ability, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got the special ability, Body Snatch, where if it starts its turn grappling a small, medium, or large creature, I really wish Devasho had come. This would have been a fun time for Devasho to be in the fight. This slime can distribute itself through the creature's body and just take it over, taking over all of its actions, using any of its weapons and some of its skills, and just basically now you've got a 6 team member.
Oh.
Anything else you want to know about it?
Yeah. Does it have any resistances?
Resistances? No. It does have. Well, I will say it has an immunity and a defensive ability. Would you like to know either of those?
Yeah, it's immunity.
It is indeed an ooze, which means it has ooze immunities. No critical hits, folks, as well as it's immune to paralysis, poison, sleep, stunning, things like that. And it's also not flankable. One of the reasons why I don't mind running this Theater of the Mind, because it doesn't matter where your pawns are, really.
Right. Okay.
What does Zinnia want to do? You sharing that information with your friend here who's definitely about to get taken over by the slime?
Oh, yeah. Well, Zinnia clearly knows all of this textbook memory, so she is explaining this to all of her teammates over comms. And she is going to get as far away from this thing as possible. Am I currently next to it? No, I'm like away from it, right?
You're 10 feet away.
I'm gonna make an offer that if it takes me over, it ain't gonna matter how far away from it you get. Because Echo 7 has a gun that can hit in 60 feet.
That's very fair. All right.
Cover. Then you need cover.
Okay. She is going to stealthily back away and use her laser pistol. Is this a bad idea?
Let's shoot at this thing.
I mean, you got to shoot it sometimes, so go for it.
Would really love for it to die before it takes me over. That would be fun.
All right, I'll try. I'll try. All right, so yeah, I'm stealthily backing away and using my laser pistol to shoot it.
Oh yeah, get them rolls going.
All right, so trick attack is very much a failure. It would be -4 actually, CR or lower, but that is not going to work. And also a natural 1 on the attack. So this is a failure all around.
Double fail.
That's not what you like to see.
Hate to see
No.
Do you want the official Paizo critical fail deck, or go to our website? Go to our
I'll go official.
fish.
Just to throw some statistics out there, Zinnia, Echo, and Sprouts have all rolled 2 natural 1s in this campaign already.
Not a good track record.
Way to bring up Burrell.
Thank you.
Really love to hear that.
Sorry. I mean, if it makes you feel better,
If
Crest
it
has rolled
makes, makes you feel better, Tyler has been absent for 2 fights.
Yeah, I'm the best around.
That's so blurry we can't read it.
Yeah, okay.
It's
You
hard
have
to
to you have to put your hand behind it if you want the camera to focus on it.
it's so hard.
Yep, there it is.
You want some? Re-roll the attack against your nearest ally.
Oh no!
If the attack could normally target that ally.
Would that be Echo?
times? How many times are you going to shoot your best friends, Rebecca?
Oh my gosh!
Honestly,
Because you backed away. You backed away from Echo, so it can't be Echo. It's got to be somebody else.
No, she was ahead of you and backed away from you, so I imagine is going further towards Rita Cooper. I would say it would be Echo or Sprout, so if you want a 50-50 that, go right ahead.
All right, I'll 50-50 it. All right, so 1 or 2 will be Echo, and 3 or 4
Echo.
will be Sprouts. All right, that's Echo.
Oh no.
Of course it's Echo.
It's gotta make sense, right? You're trying to shoot this thing and it, he twists at the last minute. So it is a re-roll. So you can still roll a natural 1 on this re-roll like you did on the
trick
grid.
attack? Is this a trick attack?
No, it's just a regular attack.
Okay, that's good.
All right, here we go. That's a 23 to attack. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but it's just 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, could be worse.
That is the lucky that since it's not a trick attack. That's
I'm adding it to your number though. So
all right, yikes! Bad news all around. Especially bad news because it is now. I rolled a 3 on the initiative dice for this thing. Is going last in the turn order, but as a swift action, you can see it just liquefy and just roll over the chassis of Echo 7 and try and seep into every single crack. I need you, Drew, to make me a very important fortitude save this round.
please make it.
Oh, come on, Drew. Be a mention fail.
Oh, dude, you suck.
What'd you get?
a 13. Now, I still have a book reroll.
Oh, that might be a good. I mean, I don't know.
Every book reroll has failed. It's been worse. I'll roll a 12 or an 11.
The best part of this is you don't know if that's a success or not.
Yeah, because that's the rules of this season. I'm gonna.
What do you want to do,
I'm
Drew?
gonna guess a 13 can't be a success. So I'm using the reroll. Here it goes.
Book reroll.
Book reroll done.
And now only Sprouts, only Miles has got his reroll left.
Oh, really?
No.
Right,
Yeah.
Here comes roll number 2.
I do agree with this reroll, even if you fail it. Yeah, you did.
Oh no!
You failed.
Yes, it was DC 14.
Oh,
Oh no.
Both of these fail, reroll, fail, and it has.
I'm sorry that I couldn't hear you because I knocked my headphones off in disgust.
Yeah.
You see Echo 7 just kind of doing the robot dance for a minute as this thing incorporates itself into your body. You are now the slime's host. You see
Would the 13 have failed too?
Oh,
yes. Yeah, just making sure
by one.
that just
by one.
Yeah, it was a DC 14.
DC 14. So you made the right choice. You made the right choice. You just messed up twice, and it gets worse. I'll let Patrick tell you later.
You had your chance. Let me describe what's happening here. As this thing, like I said, liquefies over your chassis, it gets down into every crevice and it disappears inside Echo 7. Then all of a sudden you see his LED screen face just completely bubble up green liquid inside of it. And the face obviously goes from his happy-go-lucky smile digital display to like an evil, angry emoji. And hey, I get a fun turn as Echo 7 right now. I'm going to shoot someone close to you. Who do we got?
Why do I hear boss music?
We've got a Zinnia, a Sprouts, and a Trest nearby. Let's see who's getting attacked. Sprouts. Oh, little Sprouts getting cold cannoned.
So am I close enough to make an attack of opportunity?
You are right next to him, so if you would like, go right ahead.
Can I wait? So he's inside of Echo 7, right? So like
yes.
I can't like target them separately. I can just cut off Echo 7's head.
You can kill Echo 7 right now. Yes.
All right, sweet.
Do you want to make that attack?
Yes. Oh no!
Natural one on the dice.
It was like a 19, like jittering back and forth between my two. Oh no!
You guys, this is it. This is another birthday, and St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Another full Christmas holiday for your GM, and I thank you.
I want something from the deck. Or I mean, from the Cosmic Crit.
Oh,
deck.
From the Crittermanders. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for critical fail effect on our website, cosmiccrit.com, and submitted by our fans. Rolling it. This is a melee attack.
Yeah.
This one is called Sickening Shock, submitted by JJJ. No. What is this?
Oh, no.
What is this?
No.
Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa all rolled together. Your weapon clangs against a hard surface. That makes sense. And the reverberations make you feel icky. Make me a fortitude save or be nauseated. Nauseated.
Oh, Adros
for 1d4 plus 1 rounds.
Adros has felt this fail.
Oh my
Adros
gosh.
has felt this fail before.
9.
Oh
no. Let me roll a d4. 4 rounds of nauseated. You cannot attack.
When you've rolled a 1,
concentrate on spells.
Just call the master, JJJ.
You can only take a single move action per turn. You are almost out of this one.
Hey guys, remember when the forced march completely sucked?
We need to get back to this because don't distract me. I was shooting Sprouts. D20 attack here with the cannon. Drew, I've rolled a 13 on the dice with your bonuses. What is that to attack? You are no longer grappled.
I'm no longer grappled. I typically get a +6.
Against Sprouts KAC, that is a hit. Drew, why don't you help me out here and why don't you roll the damage?
Just roll your attack, bud.
Don't make me do that.
Please do.
Don't make me
Please.
do it.
I want this to be like the one time you do max damage on an attack roll.
Oh, well, now it's absolutely going to happen.
Oh, boo. Drew can't roll anything. 3 points of cold and piercing damage, Sprouts.
I mean, I guess I'll put that under his numbers.
And that is actually it's going to also guarded step. I guess it could make a full movement now. It's going to move away from Trest, who's trying to slice him, even though you've clanged your sword against him. And that is turn 1, believe it or not. Sprouts Marlowe, your good buddy, has just shot you. There's some frost coming off of your hat, your elf fan maybe cracking behind you. What do you want to do?
Shoot back.
Shoot Echo.
I mean, I don't know what other choice I have.
What other? I mean, you're not wrestling this huge robot to the ground.
Yeah, I mean
that seems like a job for Devasha, who's nowhere to be found.
Right, as per usual.
Go ahead and make that attack.
Option.
Stack 7 on the dice. So,
oh my goodness. Natural toot ain't gonna doot. We are back to Drew, who, basically, you are taken over by this thing.
So I'm taken over by this thing, but as an Amranta, I am basically a goop inside a metal shell. Is there anything that I can do to fight the enemy goop inside my metal shell?
So I imagine what's happening here is it has like taken over like all the potentially organic bits like inside of you. We haven't talked too much about how an Amranta works, but you are a construct with like a soul bit. But yeah, right now it's just like it's automating all the mechanical bits of you. Maybe has like cut off or like taken over any organic bits. In that way, unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do here on your turn. Potentially, I think you could still take mental actions. But yeah, as it stands, this body snatch ability, you are unable to do anything after failing that save, which means we're on to Tyler.
There's nothing I can do to fight it from inside. That sucks.
Unless it starts shooting yourself.
You had your 2 rolls, Drew. You had your chances.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rely on your teammates here to see you through this one. Devasho is able to get there this round on double movement, and I don't know if a lot has been explained to you over comms right now, but it looks like Trest is hurting. Drew, an Echo 7 just seems to have shot sprouts, and Zinnia is flying away. What does Devasho do when he sees this? No enemies in sight.
Yeah, he just sees Reda on the ground convulsing, and everybody seeming to like have squared up against Echo. I think he might look to Trest and be like,
Where's the bad guy? What's happening?
That was a dross. Why did I just do a dross? I'm so sorry. Sorry, let me try that again.
Trest.
Nope, I can't do it.
That was it.
I'll just say I think Devasho would look to Trest and kind of give him a look like, what's happening?
And Trest would hold up their hand and say,
I hurt my fingies.
Well, I think more so your weapon is like reverberating, and it's like almost hard to like hold it. You're just like,
Yeah, my shearing arms.
I shouldn't have skipped arm day.
Speaking of Jabert, Trest has a move action. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Move action. I'll get behind cover.
Gotcha. Well, I've got a big target now, so don't need to worry about that too much. Zinnia, we're back to you. What would you like to do?
Zinnia would tell her crew, we have to drive the thing out of him. And she would take, I'm going to say, a non-lethal shot at Echo.
Okay, you're getting a negative to that, but a little easier to heal that non-lethal damage. Go ahead and make that attack. You can still make a trick, too.
Okay, trick is CR2 or lower.
Now, you are attacking... you're attacking Echo 7, so I'm going to say that is a success, because you can't even see this creature. So a CR2 is going to do it.
Okay, and the attack is a 19 against flat-footed.
That'll hit Echo 7.
Does that include the -4?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh.
So that's a 15 to attack.
15 flat-footed?
Flat-footed. Mm-hmm.
That'll do, right, Drew?
Yep.
AC, or EAC of 14.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, so that does 4 damage, 4 non-lethal damage.
Is that with a laser?
Yeah.
Can you
laser pistol?
Can you do non-lethal with a laser gun?
I don't see why not, yeah.
Oh. You just shoot him. You just shoot him in the toe. It's a toe shot.
Or like the arm,
Phaser for stun, right?
Yeah.
It is a -4, so you're trying to like clip him as opposed to end Echo 7's life. So this is like a carbon scoring off his shoulder. You see him kind of like reel back. Just let me double check. There are a good deal of rules with this creature. I want to make sure I'm getting all of them right.
It is particularly difficult.
It has. I don't think Zinnia knows this, but the defensive ability is a pain for GMs, I think.
This fight sucks, and I hate it.
What? Because you can't do anything.
Because I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tyler's world.
Yeah, welcome to my world too.
I will say, I will explain what's happening here as you are taking some damage right now. Obviously, Drew, you're going to take 3 points of this 5 points of damage, and the rest, it does seem to have an effect as you see like the green face of Echo 7 kind of like shake for a moment from that laser blast. So it did seem to perhaps have some effect. Zinnia, that is your turn. It actually is going to go from now on Echo 7's turn. I'm reading the rules correctly here now, and it doesn't use your attack ability. It uses its attack ability. It's like attack bonus for its attacks. So let's go back to turn 3 with Sprouts Marlowe at the top.
Okay. Well, Sprouts is gonna, I guess, take another shot at his buddy.
I mean, there's not a lot of people that can do damage to an Echo 7 right now, so you gotta roll higher on that attack.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna.
Oh no.
It's an 11.
It's a miss. Trick misses. Oh boy, you're having difficulty pulling the trigger on your old pal, your riding saddle buddy. It is back to Echo 7's turn. It's got a few targets now, including the large Devasho. I'm going to roll randomly as it's going to try and take a double attack. Get someone. That's a Zinnia. 2 attacks coming to our Strix operative friend here. These are both -4. Like I said, it is supposed to use its attack ability. Ooh boy, I've rolled low. A 6 and a 9 against Zinnia's KAC. This is 2 misses as the cold cannon is just blasting throughout the facility here, trying to get the life Strix.
It's that stealth. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, let me double check this. 9. No, this is against KAC, so those are misses. Tyler, we're back to you. Devasho is able to get up to Echo 7 this turn. What would you like to do?
We're going to move action to get right up in Echo 7's grill in case the body snatcher tries to shoot again. I should get an attack of opportunity unless it wants to fully move away, in which case, because my 10-foot reach, I will still get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, look at you, tactics master.
Yeah, but I'm going to spend my standard action, rather as a move action, to align my shield to Echo 7 so that I get a bit more of a AC bonus against the shot, because I'm trying to take the focus onto me. Okay, and that is going to bring us to turn 2 of Annunciated Trest. Still just going to take cover.
Yeah, just going to hunker down.
Okay, then Zinnia, back to you.
All right, I'm going to take another shot, non-lethal again.
What's this time?
Okay, that's a CR 11 or lower, so the trick goes off.
Oh my.
And the attack is a 19.
Yes, non-lethal attack against Echo 7. That is a hit. How much damage?
That does 4 damage.
You can use the trick damage too.
Oh yeah, 6.
Yeah. So Drew, you're taking 3 right now. 3 non-lethal.
Oh, good.
Okay, back to Sprouts. Marlowe, Miles.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Miles has only rolled 2, 3, and a 6 on attacks so far. You're getting up there. Believe in you. 7 this time. The trick does go off. That is just 1. No, that's going to be a hit.
Oh,
right, because flat-footed Echo 7 is EAC of 12. Okay, so go ahead and what is that damage?
3 points of damage.
Drew, you're taking 1 here, regular damage, and we're back to Echo 7's turn, and it is indeed going to try and just point blank a Devasho. So make an attack of opportunity.
We'll make this non-lethal as well.
Oh, it's you guys.
Well, he is our dear friend. Oh, come on! That was this close.
That
was this close to being a 20.
Just beaming.
That will be a miss due to non-lethal.
Oh boy! All right, so it is going to point blank, single shot, Jaboy, and that is a hit. An 11 against KAC. I'm gonna roll this damage dice this time because I don't rush you, Drew. I'm sorry. I love you. Maximum damage, 8 points of cold and piercings, and we're back to Devasho.
Okay.
You're still on top of this guy.
Let me just subtract half my stamina points from my total. Let's see. Still standing right in front of me. Let's spend a move action to use Blade in the Night, and then let's take an attack. Let's see how this. Oh, I rolled a 3.
Ooh, boy, that's gonna be a miss. Boy, yeah. Okay. Then this is gonna be turn 3 of Trest. Just unable to hold onto the sword here.
Yeah, I'm just sort of breathing deeply, clearing through it, and I finally sort of get a good hold onto it.
You're like holding on to your claw hand. Maybe the last time you were in like a full battle engagement there on the outskirts of the Stone Sea. Maybe something similar happened and you had to fight through it. But this is not a swarm enemy. This is something weird and different. You're not used to. Zinnia, we're back to you. You've identified this thing. You've seemed to have got its number. You've done some damage here. Another attack.
Yeah, is there any more identifying I can do to like learn more about it, or is that done?
That is it? Yes.
Okay.
If anybody else wants to roll life science, you can. But
right.
You've discovered most about this thing. At least its main ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my strategy. I'm trying to drive that thing out of it. I just know that it's bad for Echo 7. So I need to do as much damage to it as I possibly can. I realize that means doing damage to Echo, but it is what it is. Okay.
I mean, your non-lethal attacks seem to be working.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to what?
They seem to be working out for you. You've done well every single time.
Yeah. Way to jinx me, but
okay.
Yeah.
trying to praise your strategy, trying to praise your commitment.
So my trick attack goes off. However, I'm pretty sure that is not going to do it on the attack. That's an 8 on the attack.
Gonna be a miss. So we got to go back to Sprouts Marlowe.
All right. Well, take another shot. CR 11.
So the trick attack goes off here, but this time you've only rolled a 5 on the dice, which is going to be a miss. Oh, and max damage. Oh, we're back to Echo 7, my favorite enemy of this campaign so far, which means let's live dangerously. Tyler, you can make an attack of opportunity because I'm gonna double attack you.
Oh, okay, go for it. I dare you.
Cray.
I dare. Come on, Tyler. Roll
attack of opportunity.
Hold on.
Echo 7 is just so lithe. You cannot bring your shield down on him.
All right. Well, my KAC is 18 against Echo. So
all right, let's hope I roll well. And -4 to both of these attacks.
Double dog dare you.
Oh my goodness! 19 on the first attack, it will be a hit. 8 on the second is a miss. Oh, just one hit. Let's do this damage. 7 points of damage. Tyler, you love me, buddy. I'm going to take this big bug down. Then I'm going to take the plant down. Then the lady with the wings. Devasho, it is your turn, though, Tyler. This thing seems pretty deadly. Boy, oh boy, Echo 7 is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, man. Sorry, Echo. I got to punch you.
Drew, how is Echo 7 doing?
I hate this.
These folks might not know your HP, but you do.
I have 3 SP left, and then I've got all my HP, which is fine. Because you guys have luckily not done a tremendous amount of damage to me, but this fight sucks. I can't do anything, which is I'm just sitting here, and that's not any fun for anybody.
And that's not Drew's speciality. That's my speciality. Drew, you're kind of inching in on my game. I don't appreciate it at all.
Yeah, me and Drew have been vacationing over in the don't do anything for the whole fight. We bought a timeshare.
What is this, book 6 of Dead Sons? All right. I'm going to double attack you, Drew. I'm very sorry, Echo.
Ooh.
Non-lethal off. This is just going to be full punches.
Feeling good about a KAC of 15 for our construct friend.
All right. First attack at a -4, miss. Second attack at a -4. Can I please roll a better number?
Oh.
Thank you. Maximum damage with a 19 to hit. That's going to be a hit. 11 points.
Yeah, that's going to be a hit.
Of just mass, like a tower shield just hits you right in the gut.
Ooh.
You don't have a gut though, right? So hits you.
I'm all guts. It's all guts.
You're all guts. Oh, I hit you in all your guts, my boy.
That means 6 damage going, non-lethal damage going to Echo 7. And I mean, you like nearly knocked Echo 7 to the ground here. You see like a whole bunch of green goop just falling out of like armpits and knee joints and things like that. But it gets back up and it looks very unhappy. Definitely going to kill Tyler next turn, which means this is turn 4 of Trest's. Trest, you are able to grasp the sword, and you feel like next turn you are going to be able to do this once more time.
You rolled a 3 for how many rounds, right?
Yeah, and JJJ made it 1d4 plus 1 because he's a monster. He is a legitimate boogeyman of this podcast.
Bye, Jabert.
Jabert has left the table.
He literally, we watched him on video walk out of the office down the hall.
I was going to say, you should probably move back into like combat range of Echo 7, but we never know.
That's amazing.
That is going to bring us to Zinnia. Your turn.
All right, Zinnia. Seeing that we're in desperate times, and desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm going to quit with the non-lethal full flame or whatever, and take a shot.
Yeah, thanks. Really looking forward to this. This is going to be great. Really excited.
This is going to be
really
the great.
excited.
Right.
You're not that close to death, are you?
I mean, I'm into HP damage now, so yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
You could kill me.
I just hit him for max damage on a melee attack.
Okay. I'll go with non-lethal. It probably won't go well.
No,
but
do your full lethal damage, and then
they cry over your body.
Yeah, understand what's going to happen
It's fine.
after
Echo
that.
7
How
is in his
unhappy
home.
it'll be.
This is a good place to bury him.
It's true.
That's like a turtle. Oh, that's terrible.
We would save on shipping for his body.
Oh my gosh, this is awful. Okay, I'm trying to think what Zinnia would do. Okay, Zinnia, as a xenobiologist,
Getting into her head right now.
trying to get into her head, she knows that this slime is not the same as Echo 7, and she does not want to sacrifice one living creature for another living creature. So she wants to maintain non-lethal and see if she can separate the two before ending the slime's life.
Alrighty, go right ahead. Let's see that attack in the tree.
Okay, CR2 or lower.
Nope, not gonna do.
And the attack is a, 13.
Wait, I'm sorry, CR2 or lower because you have identified this thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll call that a success, actually.
Okay. So it would be a 13 against flat-footed.
Flat-footed EAC is a hit.
Awesome.
Nicely
So
done.
that does 2 non-lethal damage.
2 non-lethal.
4.
4
4 non-lethal damage. I keep forgetting about trick attack damage.
But 2 to each, as you do see.
Yeah.
It is pummeling whatever is inside Echo 7 right now. This slime, and also your friend. You see the scoring on its chassis, on his chassis here. Sprouse Marlowe, we're back to you.
All right. I mean, he's just gonna take another shot at this thing. He's trying to what?
The kill steal himself.
I doubt it.
Oh, the dice.
Yeah,
so
no,
far.
here it is.
Oh,
Nice
it's
so far,
one.
have
It's a
been friend.
19 for 1 point of damage.
I bet that's enough.
No, it's not.
Not nearly enough. Actually, I'm
Shut your mouth, Tyler.
I'm going to 50-50 this, whether it does any damage to the slime or if it's all going to Drew. 1, 2, 3, it's Echo 7. Oh no, this one's going to the slime.
Nice.
All right, and it is the slime's turn. Jabber, welcome back to the table. Did you want to move on your turn to get back to this thing?
I mean, is it more than a move action away?
No.
No, I mean, then I'll just run up to it on my turn.
Okay.
I'll stay.
So, Devasho, you can make the attack of opportunity because it is going to try and double attack.
All right, there's no. This is all lethal damage, my friend. Oh wait, I've got fans. We have a theory that my bad rolls are due to me actually touching the mouse. So I'm gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, let's test
fans,
that theory
we do
now.
We do not have this theory. This is not a we situation.
Tyler has the theory.
Tyler and his cat have this theory.
It's very difficult to hit the
Yeah,
mouse.
Tyler,
button.
pick up your cat and make the paw hit the mouse button.
Yeah, I know this is very difficult. I can't do it. Dang it! I gotta click. Dang it!
5 on the dice.
I want to try.
Tyler, go get the cat.
I'm getting the cat. You guys wait here. I'll go get the cat.
Drew, how many shots does your cannon have?
How many have you made since you took over? I haven't been paying
4.
attention.
I think you made 1 attack, so I guess 5.
There's 8 shots left.
Well, making 2 right now. Bingo, bango.
Patrick, if you crit me, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh no! But I did roll a natural 1 on the dice,
I take it.
and I'm taking another crit fumble card.
Oh, and I think that 12 misses. I don't think you're hitting me with that.
This one's -4.
It's 18.
No, just a miss because you.
Yeah, if I hadn't aligned my shield, I would have got hit right there.
Yes, you would have. That would have been great. Oh, I need to choose energy or kinetic. I'm going to do kinetic. Stinging failure. You don't benefit from any insight bonuses for 10 minutes or until you hit a target. That has no effect. And the extreme is fire. So nothing going on here, but 2 big misses from Echo 7. Devasho, we're back to you.
2 big misses from the ooze. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, from me.
Yeah.
Don't put these on me.
It did do like 15 points of damage to Devasho already, though.
Yeah. So I tried to recruit my cat, but it spurned me. So
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can. I'm back. I got to rely on myself. And myself says, I'm about to have. Trest looks like he's back in shape. We're gonna double attack again. I don't know why I feel like I should double attack here, but I do. So
Full lethal damage.
full lethal damage, double attack, first attack. This is all just desperation. That's a 15 minus 4 is 11. That's not going to do it.
Nope.
We got to roll higher than that. And second attack.
Bringing the shield down on your good friend.
Oh, critical hit, baby!
Natural
Critical
20.
hit!
You can't crit. You can't crit these guys. You can only crit Echo 7.
Oh, crap! Oh,
Yeah, you can only crit Echo 7, who only has 15 HP left that you have now eclipsed.
I take it back. I single attack. That was a 15 on the dice. That's a hit.
This is going to... the critical damage is going to affect Echo 7, and that is the 9 points. But I will say some of this damage is going through to the slime, and as it does, you bring your shield down so hard you put a dent in Echo 7's chest, and as soon as you do, just a big mass of green globular grossness spits out of his face mask and onto the ground, and it has separated the slime from Echo 7.
So I only took
got-
9 points of damage from that.
Well, yes and no, because I do have the corrode critical hit.
Oh yeah, you are also
You're
critically.
you're
Well,
drenched in
actually,
acid.
no. Actually, Tyler, you can take a crit card if you want.
Oh, Drew, it's your choice. So corrode is like burning, where you take damage over time.
Yeah, so if I take 9 points of damage, I have
Okay, it's 3.
nothing left.
You'll only take 3.
Okay.
But if you take damage while you're unconscious, you'll lose a resolve point automatic. So
Yeah, so I have 15 HP. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the 9 because I'm struggling to math. That means I have 6 hit points left.
Oh, you're still up.
Oh,
wait, no, sorry. So did half of the normal damage go to Echo 7? Is that how that worked?
yeah.
Normally he takes half the damage, so he's taking 9 right now.
Okay, I see.
Is that what you said, Drew? 15 going? Yeah, you're going down to 6.
Yeah, I'm going down to 6. So
Yeah.
Okay.
But this thing normally takes half damage inside you, but it doesn't take the critical damage.
Yeah.
So the critical damage is 10. So the normal damage was 9.
So I'd still have
extra
critical
damage-
damage to take. Is that what you're
The
saying?
critical effect is the corrode, and he's asking you if you want to take his shield, like almost entropically strikes you, and you feel the it like burning your metal chassis. So you can take that critical effect, or he's offered you the piezo critical deck. And I should say we gotta shout out our fans whenever we roll these critical hits. Thank you for subscribing to us on Patreon. And boy, oh boy, just a quick shout out to our super fan Wookie Gunner, who's out there every day on the Discord. A big fan of ours.
Wook.
Known him for years and a big supporter of the podcast. Thank you. Drew, what do you want to do here?
I mean, it's 1d4 corrode damage, right, Tyler?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Per turn,
For how many turns?
right?
Yeah, it'd be per turn. You would have to do, I think, like a reflex save to stop it. I'd have to look it up again.
Yeah.
It's exactly like burning. So if you fail the reflex save, then you're gonna keep taking this. Or I could pull the crit card and hopefully it's just a crappy one. Also, I don't know if this is funny, but this is my first crit of season 3.
Oh, no.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Thanks, guys. I felt really good about it until
I'm so proud of you.
I was really excited, and then I'd kind of forgotten the situation we were in.
Let's get one more laconic sigh from Drew before he gives us a decision. Drew, one more. Oh,
I've had so much fun on this episode tonight, guys. You have no idea.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna do full damage. I'm Tyler.
To be fair, it used to be the joke was when I tried to do non-lethal, that's when I got the crits. So I was boned either way.
Drew, I'm going to ask you to stop sighing now, or I'm going to choose for you.
Okay. So I'm now like conscious again, correct? I am now in control.
You have control. You can talk, and you're just still dripping goo from every orifice.
Okay, so I have. Does the goop still have a turn at the end of this, and the old turn, whatever?
Yes, it is ejected out. It's now on its turn, and maybe it finds a new target. Maybe it just goes right back into the chassis.
I'm assuming it would not go after me again because it knows that it's a scorched earth in there right now.
It's not a good scene.
It's a lot of goop on goop. You don't really want that.
Got some miles on it, but it can still run.
Okay,
Get you where you're going.
I'll take the corrode damage.
Boo.
And hope that I can get a healing serum before.
All right. So
that.
on your turn, you're gonna have to make a reflex save.
Yeah, you'll take the damage where the reflex is 10 plus the damage there. Okay, that was Tyler's massive turn. Way to go. But Trest is back in it, and you see your good friend is free, and this thing is on the ground now.
I attack Echo 7. No.
Get him!
I'm back! Chop! I got him, guys. Don't worry. Victory! Da, 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 da.
Echo's looking pretty beat up, but so there's a gross little slimy ball on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and sort of scrape the sword along the ground and slash it right in half.
Oh yeah, just bring it up from the ground and
Happy Gilmore style.
Yeah, you're trying to golf swing this thing with a sword.
Golf swing this thing.
Yeah, in half.
Golf swing.
Boom.
20 to hit.
That is a hit. How much damage?
6 points.
Ouch. Okay, it's not doing great. You bifurcate this thing, and it's deciding which side of its brain is in, and like like one of its sides just kind of falls dead, and the other side like incorporates into a smaller slime and is wiggling around. It's still up, but it's looking very reduced in size and in efficacy. Xenia, we are on to you. Thing's not looking great. What do you want to do?
All right, Zinni is thinking to herself, you don't have to be a biologist to see what this thing can do, and she's just got to get this thing down. So no more non-lethal.
Ooh.
She is going to shoot this thing from the sky. CR 9 or lower, actually 11 or lower.
Yeah, so trick goes off.
But the attack does not. That's an 8.
Ooh, flat-footed EAC. It's a miss. Bringing it back to its turn, it looks pretty atrocious right now. Bits and pieces of it lying all around the factory floor here. It does have a couple of targets within its range, Trest and a Devasho. Let's see who it's gonna try and hit next. It's going for Trest. Oh, he sees a nearly undamaged Sheeran host, and it wants to get out of here. So making that attack. 10 on the dice against your KAC of 15. It has hit, it has slammed into you, and it has grappled you as well. Oh, Trest taking minimum damage. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, but you can tell this thing is ready to zip right inside under your carapace.
All right.
This is the make or break moment, folks. You gotta kill this thing.
Sprouts, Marlowe.
All right.
No pressure, Miles. We've had a rough game so far for Sprouts.
Rough night for old Sprouts.
A lot on his mind. A lot.
Here we go. Taking a shot. That is a CR 6 or lower.
Kill, steal, Sprouts.
Yes!
Is what we call them. It had 1 hit point left, and you evaporate it into a puddle of goo on the ground.
The old kill steal rears his head.
6 points.
Oh, I'm sorry.
damage.
Would you like me to let it live?
No, I'm happy. I'm happy as a clan.
Oh yeah, no, you needed to get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
Because if you want to get absorbed up, I'll leave this place right now.
I mean, honestly, the way all of us were rolling, any of us would have been a kill steal. So, yeah.
And yeah, we're out of combat. Behind you, Rita Cooper just coughs up a massive globule of what looks like mucus and snot, a gross loogie of this thing's goo, and she's like raggedly breathing and says, "What the pronk was that thing? It attacked me the other day and just crammed itself down my throat. It was controlling me like a puppet."
Rita, I don't know why I'm stalking you like this, because I don't have lungs.
Echo 7, is that? Oh, thank goodness you are here. I must admit I was unhappy when you left your position to join the SDF, but it seems like an investment that has paid off here today.
Well,
But thank all of you for saving me, but especially Echo 7.
Yes, I will accept the credit for all that I did.
For all the work he did. You son of a...
I heroically held it down while everyone beat it up.
Bleep. That thing was inside me. Gross.
Rita, you have been telling the people not that they cannot leave. The fuel has not been released, and that there is a private shuttle coming to evacuate them.
Oh goodness. It was that thing saying it was trying to get the swarm here to attack. I think it wanted to take over a swarm creature. So it was trying to stop everyone from leaving. Oh my goodness. It made up that lie about the corporation evacuating everyone's. The evacuation, my gods. Follow me. I'm going to make this right now. She gets up and like does a full hand squeegee to get like the goo off of her and hastily kind of like wipes her mouth and starts running towards the front of the building, marches out and picks up like a comm unit on the side of the building, and it turns on a megaphone in the town center, and she says, "Attention, Longship Agricultural Alliance employees, please assemble in the town square with your belongings as soon as possible. We're going to be gassing up the vehicles and heading to Rio City for immediate evacuation in 1 hour. There's no corporate vessel coming. I'm sorry that I lied to you all. It might be. Sorry, but we have to be ready to leave on the highway in an hour." You hear cheering from people that have come back outside, and they like are running off to their houses and things like that as word begins to spread. And there's a farmer woman. You guys can like trundle out of this building. Devasho, pretty badly hurt, a lot of dents. You look like you've gotten slimed, Echo 7, doing some ghost busting.
Bustin' makes me feel bad.
A farmer woman kind of like walks up to you, Echo 7, and thanks you and says, "Thank you so much, y'all. When the SDF came through town yesterday, they didn't do anything. Whatever you said to Rita worked, and you probably just saved all of our lives."
I do not have words for how thankful we are for any assistance that we could offer.
Rita walks back up to you, Echo 7, and hands you guys a small case and says, I wish we had more to give. There's food here, but not much else. I can't retrieve bank information at the moment to reward you all, but please take this and know that, well, you have earned the thanks of our corporation, troopers. And Echo 7, there's always a job here for you if we ever get the planet back. Inside this case, there are 2 brown nanite hypo pens, little small injectables that work like lesser remove condition. And you guys can watch here. I imagine you're taking a 10-minute rest after that.
No,
a couple of you.
I would prefer that we stay the night. I do not feel very healthy.
If you mention that to Rita 7 as she's like furiously packing her bags, she'll come back out to you and hand you the key cards to the processing facility and says, yes, stay here if you need. There's a generator inside. You can recharge your weapons, your armor. I have to get going. Echo 7, I hope you make it out of here alive. Your mission is successful. As I said, we would love to have you back in the fields or maybe off planet. You are a model employee and, well, a good friend. And Echo, before I leave, I just wanted to tell you in all of our years of working together, I've wanted to tell you one thing. I love you. I'm just kidding. To be continued. yeah, everyone's waiting for it.
What a confession!
I love to be continued. True.
I'm aware, Patrick. I'm aware.
All right. You guys have had a little rough go of things, and we will get back to it next week. You've got a climb up the mountains, and imagine, a couple of you probably pretty hurt from the trek here in just the last couple hours, traveling along the interregion highway. Gosh. Boy, oh boy, that fight went a lot different than it possibly could have. Thank goodness.
I am so sorry for all of my parts.
What? Your crit was amazing. If that body snatcher slime does not body snatch, it is just a very lame slime. It doesn't do a whole lot. And that would have been maybe the shortest episode instead of like a normal size episode.
To be honest, I am glad that it didn't grab Devasho.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I would have loved it so much. Just natural 20. Taking everyone out. Guys, thanks for playing with me this week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.
Everyone out there, thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time on Cosmic Crit.
See you later.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. This episode has been made possible through a sponsorship with Roll20 and the backing of our Critamanda fans on Patreon. Thanks again and have a great week.